Well, of course, that's one of the deep questions that people are exploring these days, monogamy, polyamory, celibacy. How do we actually do relating in the modern world? And
Right.
I know my wife and I were lucky that we met through at a time in our lives when, 20 years ago, when we were both on a deep spiritual path. And so when we came together into a relationship, it was about how do a man and woman really play together in a way that really seeks each other's love and freedom.
Yes, and I think it's such a key, love and freedom. Like me, like I've been out of relationship for a few years, and I've gained so much connection to myself, and I kind of have this commitment at this point that I will never give up an ounce of myself again to be in a relationship with someone else. I mean, I want to be with people that can support me being completely free to be who I am in multitude of ways.
So we have this thing that we call theogamy, that our relation is like theogamy. In other words, that the primary relationship is God with God, and that can be through celibacy. So each of us need time alone to just be really in that deep connection with our own divinity, and that our first marriage is our marriage to ourselves and our marriage to God, and it's not to each other. We're having an affair, a beautiful divine affair. And then there's the monogamous part of what really the sanctity of marriage is that if you go deeply with one other person, if you decide to say with one person, you know what, I am going to be here for your journey, and you're going to be here for mine. I'm not just going to be here as long as it feels good and it's light and fluffy and we're feeling amazing, but I'm actually going to be in your life through whatever it takes for you to be fully free. That's a deep, beautiful journey, and I think there's a part of the heart that longs to journey deeply with one.
Yes.
And then there's the polyamorous side of it, which is that no human being is going to fulfill and awaken all parts of us. And so to be authentic in our connection and our relating with whoever we meet in a way that gives full honor to our individuality and to our deep partnerships, that's the journey. So theogamy really is that whatever we're doing, whether we're relating inside ourselves, whether we're relating with each other, or whether we're relating around the world with other people, that the most important thing is that connection to our divinity. And when you know that that's what the other person's doing and you can trust that that's what they're doing, then there's just celebration and delight in what brings them into greater being and expression.
That's
and
amazing.
In saying that, it's not to say there aren't huge and deep challenges. I mean, it's not a lifestyle choice. Anybody who wants to open relationship, can't do it just because it sounds like a good lifestyle that they can fit in with their 9-to-5 job. I mean, it's a spiritual path, and it requires deep attention to some of these very primal energies that arise for everybody, that come to play in relationships.
Definitely.